Wow, what a great honor it is to stand with you here today in one of the greatest cities of the world, London. And it was a great honor for me to recently lead a British delegation to the Free Iran gathering at Camp Ashraf, number 3 in Albania. It was a great opportunity to discuss with many people within the camp their experiences of the regime, of the horror that they experienced, the torture, but most of all, their hopes for the future. But we saw, as many of us already know in Parliament, that there is great support for the NCRI and Madam Rajavi, and particularly for her plan for an alternative regime in Tehran. But we saw support from elected representatives from the United States, Canada, Europe, and many Arab countries. But recent events in the Persian Gulf have demonstrated to all of us that Iran has been engaging in state-sponsored piracy. And many of us have complained for a long time that decoupling the issue of human rights from the Iranian nuclear deal was a great mistake. And I feel vindicated now after recent events. So I believe today our response should be firm, but it should be held upon a principle that the IRGC and the regime in Tehran should be held to account for its atrocities. And the way we can do this, I believe, is to send a message to say that these organizations should be prescribed in their entirety under the Terrorism Act. But secondly, I feel that we should now be bold and we should say that we want to see a regime change in Tehran, a regime change through the democratic process, a regime change led by Madam Rajavi, a regime change that brings forward her 10-point plan to achieve a better Iran and a better world order. But most of all, we should recognize that the greatest asset for us is the bond of friendship between the people of Iran, the NCRI, and the rest of the world. And we can use that asset to overcome the horrendous atrocities that have been occurring in the country. We see many brave people in the country saying they are ready to seek change. They are ready to stand up and be counted. And they are ready to see a free Iran. So to them today, those who are listening around the world, in Iran and here in Trafalgar Square, we say one thing: Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!